So, da bin ich wieder mit Avowed und wie ihr sehen könnt, haben wir es soweit alles erledigt. Außer eine Sache. Totem des Trotzes kann ich noch nicht machen. Die Halskette mit Bildnis, die kommt erst viel später. Hier in der Hauptquest muss ich noch ein bisschen weiter machen. Da habe ich mich jetzt noch nicht spoilern lassen. Wir müssen dann hier, gibt es ja einen Dungeon bei Naku Tedek. Kommen wir aber noch nicht rein. Wir müssen noch die Hauptquest weitermachen. Deswegen, ja, machen wir jetzt mal weiter. Ich werde aber trotzdem diese Sachen, die ich jetzt schon mal gemacht habe, ich habe auch irgendwie bei dieser Insel da drüben, habe ich einen Boss da aktiviert irgendwie, keine Ahnung. Und habe dann eben einen Gegenstand bekommen. Das habe ich jetzt mal mitgenommen und euch gezeigt. Und ja, wie gesagt, das werde ich dann alles dann ich mach durch die Waffen, ne? Ja. Kaufen, verkaufen, 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 verkaufen. So, da haben wir das schon mal. Aber nicht Klamotten, Schuhe waren das. Armschienen, hier. So. Gucken wir mal, haben wir sonst noch was? Ne, sonst haben wir erstmal nichts. Dann ist alles gut. Dann sieht das auch schon mal gut aus. Das tue ich jetzt mal. Pop, weg. So. Alles klar, dann machen wir jetzt mal mit der Hauptstory weiter. Wir haben ja eigentlich so gut wie alle Nebenquests erledigt. Schatzkisten und blablabla. Alles gefunden schon.
You believe you're anything more than a momentary distraction.
You are so frustrating.
Ja. So. Endlich können wir mit der Hauptstory weitermachen.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Did you hear that, Ignacy? You should be taking notes.
Ah, of course. The Iberan envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. You must be unfamiliar with animancy. There's always collateral damage. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
Dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast. Then I trust you won't overstay your welcome.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroll.
Dann gucken wir mal. Schlafzimmer. Schlüssel. Ja, ungebeten hier einfach in Schränke, klaue Geld, nimm mir den Schlafzimmerschlüssel, alles nicht erlaubt. Ah, naja. Was bin ich denn auch einer, der sich das hinterfragt? Bücher, die ich mitnehmen kann. Ja, ich gehe mal zu dem Schlüssel da, ne? Was haben wir denn so?
Is this the governor's mother? Blessed a shame.
Ups. Stimmt. Da war ja. Hier.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
Nehmen wir mal mit.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. Because they're cowards. To them, I'm just a cautionary tale. A fallen animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Messiverno. Forever. As much as I would love that, we're already out of time. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Ado, welcome to my establishment. Confounded machine.
Laufe erstmal nach oben.
What do you think of Giata's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little
Unpredictable. Like, life has no sense of direction. How
Mit.
did you know? We should talk, but not here.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She might be onto something.
I'm sure her mother and father were onto something, and look what happened to them.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this.
Auch mal hinzu. Schade, dass man diese Briefe auch nicht einfach einsackt. Naja.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source. Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Well, aren't you full of surprises? For an Adiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giada. With any luck, I can tell you a great deal. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first, let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood. All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum. Chrysalis.
A prison made of doors, a grave dug with fear.
Hello? You still with me? In that case, let's stop it before I do any lasting damage. Hey, let's go over your results. Your soul is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Quite beautiful, really. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting. Not without killing you. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's theory of the Dream Scourge. Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land, diverted, like the flow of a river. Exactly. And if I know essence, it can't have gone too far. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
I'll be honest. He lost me when he started talking about souls.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Okay. Gut, gut, dass wir das Herz schon hatten. Ja, das habe ich schon gemeint. Ich glaube, ich habe auch noch einen Gegenstand. Das könnte, glaube ich, auch schon sein, dass da irgendwas erledigt sein kann. Gut, gut, dass ich das schon gemacht habe. Ich habe das schon aufgenommen. Auch euch gezeigt, also alles gut. Meter, ich auf dahin. It's fine. Einer war definitiv kaputt gewesen, ein Schnellreisepunkt. Das war eher mehr nördlich. Deswegen lass ich es mal sein. Ich laufe lieber. Der Part ist ja auch schon etwas länger, ne? Ja. Da möchte ich das gerne jetzt soweit noch durchziehen.
I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Beatrice, you know, the one with her viscera on display? As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer? Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple. What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong. Aha! So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural. Giata Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor! I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? That's our governor for you. self-righteous even in his own ignorance. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come. Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a Revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Okay. Muss ich hier durch? Warum?
Come and get me. Nice.
Who's ready for more?
Gut, dann haben wir das erledigt. Oh. Nehme ich mit, das sind Ressourcen.
My farmhands are very affectionate. Feel free to pet them if you like. Poor Silvo. He was a bright young Revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. And end up like Giata? No, thank you. The corpses, they need me. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say. Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giata are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
The great mystery is...
Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend? Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike shows all the classic indicators of intelligence, but not of sentience. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
It's just that we've never met a godlike before. This is a big day for us.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giata needs to finish her research. Deal?
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky. Tired of being remarkable? Interesting.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us? No need to take offense. We merely seek to learn.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone? Oh, didn't anyone tell you? Well, this is awkward. Shame you had to learn it from us. Do you have an answer or not? Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giata wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giata will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Precisely. A godlike and a scholar, too. Incredible.
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge.
Not that we'd ever be interested in such research, of course. How droll. An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh sake, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear that Giata was sent into exile?
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
We could do both. Anything to work with the great Giata Castel.
Waren jetzt. waren jetzt komische. Naja. Gut, dann gehen wir wieder zurück. Wie lange ist der Part? Ja. Gucken, wie lange jetzt hier das noch geht. Hoffentlich haben wir das soweit dann erledigt. Weil dann würde ich an den Part schon dann beenden. Habe ich auch lange genug aufgenommen. Erstmal. Session. Ich glaube, ich habe jetzt 4 oder 5 Parts gemacht oder so. Keine Ahnung. Deswegen. Ein bisschen Pause machen. Der Controller muss eh aufgeladen werden. Hat nicht mehr so viel Saft.
I have a lot of packing ahead of me, but I've earned a short rest. Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest? That's the fun part of metaphysics. Everything is strange, but nothing is new. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus. Exactly. There are many ways of going about it, but my mother's invention will get us quick results. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I'm sure everything's fine. It's just a spooky death basement.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there. The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
Okay.
If that's where her parents died, I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Okay, walking into the basement of an inn.
Einen Baum. Einfach intelligent, voll erhöhen. Schaltdorf. Das habe ich voll, ja, das ist schon mal gut. Ich würde gerne... das hier machen. So. Die Gefährtenpunkte? Nee.
An animat's I just met. Right, feels great.
Da gucken wir mal.
Don't know what I expected, but this isn't it.
Haven from the blight. Who grows here?
Bücher, die ich vielleicht hier hinzufügen kann. Da liegt was, aber hier ist wirklich irgendwie...
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Gods. We can leave now, right?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Gods. I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there? I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I don't think you were in any danger. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing. My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands, and it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
I've heard that story too many times. This land takes more than it gives.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened. I'm on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Giada nutzt Beseelung, um die Welt um sich herum zu verstehen. Während die Wissenschaft der Seelen umstritten bleibt, glaubt sie, dass die unberührte Essenz des Landes der Lebenden sinnvoll genutzt werden kann und sollte. Sie möchte ihre Überzeugung untermauern, indem sie die Gruppe im Kampf unterstützt. Mit dem Phantomalfokus bewaffnet nutzt sie die spirituellen Ströme des Landes der Lebenden, um ihre Feinde zu heilen und zu verteidigen. Aha. Okay, das heißt, wir können ihr mal, die Fähigkeit hat sie schon. Ich aktiviere die jetzt nur, damit sie die schon mal hat und ich bekomme dafür eine Trophäe. Aber das erstmal. So, aber die Trophäe auch. Reise mit Jetana Naku Tedek. Okay, das würde ich auch so machen. Ich werde da jetzt hinreisen, aber ich werde jetzt erstmal den Part beenden. Eigentlich bin ich jetzt safer, hier war nichts, da spielt das Spiel nicht verrückt. Aber irgendwo war hier was gewesen. Ich glaube, das könnte der hier, nee, der oder der dann nicht funktionierte. Aber gut, wie gesagt, ich reise dann hier hin. Das ist kein Problem. Und dann kommen wir, glaube ich, denke ich mal, dann in den Dungeon rein. Also das müsste der Punkt jetzt sein, wo wir dann auch den Toten, die Halskette mit Bildnis. Ja. Gut. Alles klar. Dann verabschiede ich mich mal. Wir haben eine neue Mitstreiterin. Und schauen uns dann mal bei Narkothedik um. Ich sag mal, bis dahin.